Obviously, the big news that came out of well, it was in Discord yesterday, I think it was, before anyone else, and that was that they're raising the cap from level 67 to 70. It was huge news, and the only bot that I've got over 67 right now is actually Blaster, who's at 68 now. Who I was tempted to drop from my team and then put back in again. It's like Yoki. I thought I'd put him in, take him out, put him in, take him out. Can't be decided yet, but I don't know. I'm still on the fence. But he's the only bot that I've got at 68 anyway. But it started me thinking, like, is it a good thing? Is it a bad thing? But you've got to think. So why are they raising the cap to 70? Was it always planned? Is it a reaction? The thing that worries me, and the things that I've sort of tested, is they've always said, HQA team, we're going away from one-shots. We're going to go towards combos. That's the idea. And everyone's invested in these combos. And we've always said there was too much focus on the MDS and that healing cluster and that shield gen. There was too much focus. Yanis came in Discord and said, we'll think about doing something about this. We think it's a bit overpowered. And I agree. For the record, I agree. He is right. It is. I did a few videos on it saying my Cronus is broken and saying that, that healing cluster was broken. And it is. It became like the sole focus in wars. And it just seems like there's some outpost box that I like, have to have. And outside of that, everything else is rubbish. Pretty much. If I was to say to you guys, put the top 6 outpost bots in the chat, I'll guarantee that most people will pretty much say the same thing. And it's just funneling people into a play style. And I get there's a meta, but it's just funneling everyone into, you have to have these outpost bots. You have to have this combiner. You have to have this cluster and these prime cores. There are bases with Computron on defense, that healing with Micronus and Liege, and then Twin Twist. There's bases with them and bases without them. Bases with them are generally top bases in the game. Bases without them are zone 16 bases. And that's the problem. There's things you have to have. No matter what layout you choose, no matter what else you do, you have to have these. And it's very funneling people. And so they've created that. Let's be honest. Space have created that. And they've said, listen, you need some combo bots to deal with this. And everyone's investing in combo bots. And now they're going, you know what? That was too easy. We're going to try and make one shots a bit more relevant again by raising the cap to 70. Have they done this because the game is too hard and they want to help people out? Or is it a bit of bait and switch? Because they've said to people, you need to invest in these bots. And then going, well, you don't really need it anymore. Do you need acid anymore? I still think you do. I still think my Cronus is relevant. I still think we'll still see that cluster, but not as much. I think if you had a max team of level 67 bots with maxed out combats, and if they would have done some adjustments to the healing and maybe buffed a few other bots to give more people more options, I don't think we needed level 70. So have they done this just to gain revenue? Is it a bit of bait and switch? Is it just a cash grab? Don't be in any rush to level these bots from 67 to 70 yet, guys. It all depends on what comes in the next phases with the MDS and things like that. But after doing some testing, Jetfire still can't one-shot the MDS or Shield Gen, so what's the need for level 70? It's not that they need one-shots. I'm in two minds. I like the idea of helping the community, making the game a bit easier, maybe lower levels. But for me, it seems like what they're doing is they're going back to the old ways of making Cybertron easier and making Prime League harder. But the problem with making Prime League harder the way it was before was that they just pumped a load of things in. 20% of this does extra damage, combiners more health, outpost more health, outpost, and it ended up the list was going like that because the game was far too easy. Right now, it's just 15% DPS health and a bit of health to combine to think of outpost bots. Nothing major. And I get they might need a bit of, disparity between the two because people go in easy mode and failing and things like that. But I just feel like they're just trying to claw some more money in by doing this level 70. I think there was other options they could have chose without that. But it is a business at the end of the day. So again, I'm a bit on the fence about this, whether it's a good move or not. It's good for those that have a lot of maxed out bots. But from what Yanis was saying, that will be it. 70 is the end. We won't see another increase after that. But it makes you think, why didn't they just do 70 in one go? You know, why do 67? Balance the game around that, which they have. No matter what anyone says, they have balanced the game as it is now around level 67 bots. Now, if they'd have said to me, we're going to bring 67 out, and then some point later, we're going to bring level 70 out, I won't be as annoyed, because we know what we're investing in, we know what we're doing, and we can look forward and go, you know what, I'm still going to put XP into these bots level 67. But I wasn't going to do that, not knowing that 70 was coming and could have come out. And again, it's not like they announced level 70 months ago and said, listen, we are going to be doing level 70, guys. They've literally gone, oh, by the way, level 70 is coming this week. Literally, like, days' notice. Let me know in the chat, what do you think? Good move? Are you happy about it? Yeah, let me know in the chat. Is it Space Ape just trying to create something for people to do? Is it a bit of bait and switch? Is it a cash grab? So, yeah, let me know in the chat.